want to say please do excuse my appearance. I'm kind of in my robe and I've got messy hair and I'm kind of in one of those I don't care moods because I've been sick. It's my only day off this week. I'm like working 6 days this week, and so I was like, you know what, I don't care. I'm totally just doing it the way I feel comfortable. So yeah, so anyway, this today's video, I should say, is going to be my June what I've been burning for the month video, and I know I'm really late with this one. First I had to put it off because I got sick, and you probably wouldn't even be able to understand me on the camera because my voice was all crazy and I was all sick and awful looking, and yeah. And then I've been working a lot too, so it is really late, but I still wanted to do it. So anyway, let's just get started. So I'm just going to start, I've grouped them into brands of what I've been burning. So I'm just going to start with the first one, and that would be Glade. And I bought the apple cinnamon wax melts from Glade, which just look like this. And I'll open one of this up to show you what the actual thing. So it comes in a clamshell little doodad here, and that is what the little wax melt looks like. It's very small. It really is very small. But it smells so amazing. Now at first when I bought this, when I opened it up, I thought, oh, these are really tiny, like that really can't be, you know, too great because of the size. But I popped one into my wax burner, my large one, and it was so strong. And like for me, that didn't bother me. Like the strength of the scent didn't bother me. I love apple cinnamon. It's one of my favorite scents at the moment. And the scent was strong enough to literally carry through the whole entire house. My partner, however, didn't like it. Not like the scent, but just how strong it was. But I do recommend it if you do like apple cinnamon. It's definitely a nice one. The next Glade product I have is this one here, and this is the Cashmere Woods Jar candle, and this is, as you can see, almost gone. My fiance has been burning this like crazy. It is his favorite. He absolutely loves it, and it is really nice. I don't really know how to describe this scent of this one. I'm really bad at describing scents, you guys, but I will put scent descriptions in the description bar down below as well for you. But this one kind of has like a really warm sort of woody sort of smell to it, like a really cozy sort of woody smell. So it is more of a manly smell, I think, which I think is probably why my fiance likes this one so much. So that's all I've done for Glade. Now I've got 3 Airwick products. The first one here is Berry Bliss, which is this one here, and this, oh my god, it smells amazing. It is purple one, and this smells, it is a lot fainter than the other Airwick candles, but it's still really nice, and it does smell of like a frosted sort of berries, which is basically what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be snow-covered berries, and it does really smell like that. Now it's not a strong scent though, so if you are expecting this to scent out through your whole entire house, it will not. However, it will smell nice in a small room, and I did like this. I had it burning in my bedroom. The next Airwick product I have is another one of those candles, and this one is sugared apples and cinnamon. As you can see, there's a bit of a theme there. This does not smell the same as the Glade one, so it is a different scent. Now you definitely can smell the cinnamon in this, but it doesn't smell exactly the same to the Glade one. It does have a difference to it. I don't really know what that difference is. I just know it does smell different. It's definitely not as strong, but it is still a strong scent throw off. It does burn, like when you burn it, you can smell the scent through most of the house, so I really did like this one. The next Airwick candle I've got is this one, which was, oh wow, and I'm having a complete blank. Oh god. I think it was something like vanilla and brown sugar. Oh my god, I'm having such a blank. I will leave the name somewhere on the screen. Oh my god, I can't think of what it is. I think it was vanilla and brown sugar. I think that's what it was called. But this one is one of my favorites as well. It smells so nice. It is a sweeter sort of scent. Not as sweet as you might think, but it's still a sweeter scent. It does have a very wintry feel to it, so it is definitely a winter candle. And you can smell that sort of, like that kind of brown sugary scent to it. You can smell that, and it is really, really nice. So that's it for Airwick. Moving on, I have two melts that I actually got in a swap with April from I Love Dawson's Creek. Now this one came in a pack of, there was either 6 or 8 in there, I can't remember now. I think it was more 6. It was in like a little Christmas pack from Sugar Creek Scents, and April gave this to me in our swap. Now the first one I have here is Happy Holidays, and it is a melt. It's just a round melt like this. I cut it into quarters and I only use 1 quarter. Okay, sorry about that. I will get back to what I was saying before my camera decided to rudely cut me off. Now, where was I? Oh yes, that's right. Okay, so I was talking about this melt here. So this one was the Happy Holidays melt from the little sort of pack of melts that I got from April in our swap. And these are from Sugar Creek Scents. Now, Happy Holidays for me is kind of an odd one, and I will tell you why. Firstly, I'm just going to say, as I said before, I don't know when my camera cut me off, so if I repeat a couple of things, I'm sorry. But my melt here was a round melt like this, and I've cut it into quarters so that it fit in the top of my little mini oil burner here, because the mini ones do not take a full-size melt, which is fine. It just means that I've got 3 more uses to go. So now the reason why I say this melt is a weird one for me is because I didn't know how to take it at first. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure about this one to begin with. Now, I couldn't find a scent description for this one, but I'll describe the best I can on how this smells. Now, at first, when I first lit this, all I could smell was cloves. It has an extremely, extremely strong scent of cloves, which doesn't bother me because I actually do like the scent of cloves. But if you don't like the scent of cloves or really, really strong scent, you're not going to like this one. This, even just a quarter of the melt, that like the quarter piece that I burned, went through the whole entire house. So they're super strong, which is awesome. They have a really good scent off. Now, the reason why I say this is a weird one for me was because the only thing I could smell at first was clove. I couldn't smell anything else. And because it was such a strong scent of clove, my partner's like, or my fiance, I should say. I always say partner, and you guys get mixed up. He is my fiance. I'm just so used to saying my partner because we've been together for 10 years. But he was like, oh, I don't know if I like this one because it's so strong. But then after it started to burn for a few minutes and it melted down properly, and like it sort of, you know, it settled into burning, the scent just started to sort of soften, so it wasn't as strong. And then you started to get notes of other scents, like a sweet sort of scent. So it's an interesting like scent throw off that you get with this one. I don't know what the other scents are in this. I just want to say that it's a sweet undertone to it, because I could smell something sweet in it. So maybe vanilla, I'm not really sure. But this particular one was not my fiance's favorite, so he doesn't care that I burned it, just not around him, which is fine. I don't mind at all. I personally, I didn't say, like, I don't know, I don't dislike it, because I do like it. It's not my favorite though, only because of how sort of overpowering it is in the first sort of few moments of burning, but once it settles down though, it is actually a nice scent. So if you do get this one, keep that one in mind. You've got to let it burn a little bit before you actually get the true scent throw off. Now the second one I have from that one is Christmas Cookie, which is this one here, and I cut this one in half, although my cutting skills are clearly not fabulous, because that is not a half. It's less than a half, and that went in the top of this oil burner, and oh, it smells amazing. This is also from Sugar Creek Scents that I got my swap with April, and this smells just like cookies. It really does. And I know, like my mum is so funny. I know this is totally random, but my mum always goes to me, why do you say cookies? They're not cookies, they're biscuits. Because here in Australia, we don't call them cookies, we call them biscuits. So I don't know, is cookies an American thing, or is it used in several other countries? I don't know. Maybe April, seeing you are from America, could you tell me, is cookies an American thing that you guys call it over there? Because I know you guys do use it, like the word cookies, but like my mum's always says to me, just like, why do you call it cookies? They're not cookies, they're biscuits. But see, my mum's well, I mean, I guess you could call her Australian now because she's lived here since the mid-70s, but my mum is actually English. My mum does come from England, so I guess I think they call them biscuits over there as well. I really don't know, but this does smell exactly like it says, Christmas cookies. It smells like sugar cookies being freshly baked with icing on it. And I think that's even how Sugar Creek scents have even described the scent. It is amazing. The scent throw off on these melts from this company are fantastic. That little half, or a little bit less than a half of that melt scented my whole entire house. It was amazing. So anyway, moving on to my last three candles that I have. And they are all from Northern Lights Candles and Gifts. So the first one I have, and please do excuse the glass, it looks a little bit dirty, it's got black soot on it. Now I'll quickly explain why that happens. So the reason why candles get that black soot on it is because they haven't been burnt properly, and when I say that, or it also could be that there could be in line of a draft, but more than often than not, it's because they haven't been burnt properly. Because what you're supposed to do when you have candles is trim the wick every time you burn them. So right before you burn it, you need to cut the wick down, because if the wick is too long, it makes it smoke and creates that soot around it. Now, I got lazy and didn't do that. I should do that, but I didn't. And the reason why I know this stuff is because I have been asked before why, like, how do I know all this sort of stuff. I've actually worked in 3 different candle stores, so yeah, I do know a few things about candles. I just get a little bit lazy sometimes. But so if you've ever wondered why your candles do that, that is the reason why they do that. Okay, so this one here was the vanilla and coffee bean small candle from Northern Lights Candles and Gifts, and I don't know if you can see the coffee beans in there, but I burnt it like as low as I could. This candle is one of my favorites. It is so amazing. It smells like freshly brewed coffee, not the sickly sweet kind that you get in other candles, but freshly brewed coffee, because the coffee beans in there are real. And the vanilla smells amazing. It is just an amazing scent. I loved it. I burnt it out. This is my second one of these from that company. Now the next one I have is one of my all-time favorites. I actually got this not in this size, but in a smaller sort of size similar to this for April, so that she could try it. This is Blueberry Cobbler. Now I actually had this one filled. They do sometimes do decorative candle jars, which is one of them. So I bought it first in this like I want to say almost 5 years ago. It was the first time I bought this, and then every year when I go back to visit my mum, I take all my empty jars in with me and have them refilled with whatever I want. So I've had this refilled so many times, but it is just a blue candle, and oh, it smells so good. It smells exactly like a blueberry cobbler. So the scent to offer this is vanilla and blueberries. And when this is burning, oh my god, it scents the whole house. It smells amazing. It is my favorite. And then the very last one I have today is also Northern Lights Candles and Gifts, and this one is a macaron. And for crying out loud, my partner left the candle lid off and now there's dust on the top. I have this one sitting in my bathroom. I love taking bubble baths and I read in the bath, so when I'm reading I have my candles lit because it's just so relaxing. But this is what it looks like. It is beautiful, and macaron is exactly what it is. It's a macaron. Or however you want to pronounce it. I know some people say macaroon, macaron, macaron. However you want to pronounce it, that's what it is. This to me is a more adult scent, and when I say adult scent, I just mean that it's not like super sweet or anything like that. It has a more sophisticated scent to it, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know it's got like crushed almonds. I think it's got like berries. Oh, damn it. I can't think of what the other ones are. I don't know, but it is amazing. It smells so good. I will put the scent description in the description box below. I am terrible with scents, guys. I really am. But that is it for the June edition of this, what I've been burning this month. July ends in 2 weeks officially. Now I may be a little late with uploading that video as well because I'm moving house at the end of July, and I just spoke to my internet provider and they told me it's going to take 14 to 21 business days to have my internet transferred to that house. So I don't know when I will be able to upload videos in the new house, but I will keep you guys posted anyway. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.